Morning to everyone. Before we start with our procurement activity, may I call on Alan Rico to please lead us the prayer. Secretariat, Engineer Manuel Luis, please the
Present for today's meeting conference, our PAC chairman, Engineer Jose Wilson Panongsong,
present.
PAC members, Engineer David L. Panaganas, and Engineer Temunyones, for the technical working group, headed by Engineer Pereira, Engineer C, for the PAC secretariat, headed by yours truly, Engineer Manuel Vincido Jr., with PAC secretariat member, Mr. Rolando Manuel. Since the majority of the PAC members are present, there is a quorum.
Thank you very much, Manny. Today's procurement activity is the pre-bid conference of three civil works project, namely with contract ID 24AI0057, construction of flood mitigation structure along Sinucalan River, Barangay San Jose, Urdaneta City, Pangasinan with an ABC of 49 million. Second project, with contract ID 24AI0058, construction of flood mitigation structure along Tagamusing in Allied River, Barangay Sumabnit, Binalonan, Pangasinan, also with an ABC of 49 million. The third project, with contract ID 24AI0059, construction of flood mitigation structure along Tagamusing and Allied River at Barangay Moreno to Barangay Santa Maria, Binalonan, Pangasinan with an ABC of 49 million pesos. This pre-bid conference is being conducted to discuss, clarify, and explain, among others, the eligibility requirements of the contract to be bid. This is also to give the prospective bidders a chance to clarify other issues relating to the contract and the project. However, attendance is mandatory for the prospective bidders. This juncture, may I call on the head of our technical working group, Engineer Reynald Barrera, discuss the eligibility, technical, and financial requirements in the contracts.
Thank you, sir. We will now discuss the eligibility, technical, and financial requirements of the projects. Documents to be submitted by the bidders. Bid submission may be done manually or electronically / online. However, bidders should only select one mode of submission, either manual or electronic. Similar to manual submission, the guidelines for the preparation and submission of an electronic bid are contained in BDSITB Clause 21 per DO 87 Series of 2020. Electronic submission and receipt of bids for the procurement of civil works contracts. All electronic bids must be sent to the email address electronicbids_Pangasinan3@dpwh.gov.ph. Each bidder should submit one original copy of the first and second components of its bid. Checklist of technical and financial documents. For technical proposal, Class A documents, legal documents, valid produce registration certificate, platinum membership, all pages, in accordance with Section 8.5.2 of the IRR. For technical documents, statement of the prospective bidder of all its ongoing government and private contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet started, if any, whether similar or not similar in nature and complexity to the contract. Statement of the bidder's single largest completed contract, SLCC, similar to the contract to be bid, except under conditions provided under the rules. special pickup license in case of joint ventures, and registration for the type and cost of the contract to be bid. Original copy of bid security, if in the form of surety bond, submit also a certification issued by the Insurance Commission or original copy of notarized bid securing declaration. The bid validity period and bid security validity period should be 120 calendar days from the date of submission of bids. The bidder shall submit a bid securing declaration or any form of bid security enumerated below, or cash or cashier's manager's check issued by a universal commercial bank and for bank draft or guarantee, or irrevocable letter of credit issued by a universal or commercial bank. The amount of bid security should not be less than 2% of APC, while for surety bond, callable upon demand issued by a surety or insurance company that is certified by the Insurance Commission as authorized to issue such security, the amount of bid security should not be less than 5% of the APC. For project requirements, it shall include the following: organizational chart for the contract to be bid, list of contractors' key personnel, for example, project manager, project engineers, materials engineers, and foreman, to be assigned to the contract to be bid with their complete qualification and experience date. The minimum years of civil experience for project manager, project engineer, and foreman should be 5 years, while the materials engineer should be at least DPWH accredited materials engineer 1. List of contractors' major equipment units which are owned, leased, and are under purchase agreements, supported by proof of ownership or certification of availability of equipment, lessor or vendor for the duration of the project, as the case may be, an original DALI-signed omnibus form statement, and applicable, original notarized secretary certificate in case of corporation, partnership, or cooperative, or original special power of attorney of all members of the joint venture, giving full power and authority to its officer to sign the OSS and do acts to represent the bidder. For financial documents, the prospective bidder's computation of net financial contracting capacity NFCC is as follows. NFCC is equal to current assets minus current liabilities multiplied by 15 minus value of unfinished projects, including awarded projects not yet started, coinciding with the contract to be bid. For Class B documents, if applicable, the Lisan Joint Venture Agreement, GVA, in accordance with RA number 4566 and its IRR, in case the joint venture is already in existence, or the notarized statement from all the potential joint venture partners stating that they will enter into and abide by the provisions of the GVA in the instance that the bid is successful. For financial proposal, it includes original of the design and accomplished financial aid form and other documentary requirements under RA 9184, original of the design bid prices and the bill of quantities, the accomplished detailed estimate form, including a summary sheet, and cash flow by quarter. Criteria and procedure for detailed evaluation of bids, post-qualification, and award. The financial component of the bids of each past bidder shall be evaluated using non-discretionary criteria, including arithmetical corrections for computational errors, and thus determine the correct total calculated bid prices. The bank shall automatically disqualify any total calculated bid prices which exceeds the APC. The following factors are to be considered in the evaluation of bid prices. First one is completeness. No price in the required item non-complying, indicating a zero or a dash means free to the GOP. All prices are deemed to include all taxes. Bids not addressing or providing all of the required items in the bidding documents, including where applicable BOQ, shall be considered non-responsive. For arithmetical corrections, bid figures in words versus words, words prevails. Total price versus unit price per item, unit price prevails. Unit price versus actual sum of component items, actual prevails. Unit cost in detailed estimates versus unit cost in BOQ, latter prevails. If above ABC, non-compliant. For post-qualification, the verification of the following legal requirements is needed: licenses, certificates, permits, and non-inclusion of blacklist. For technical requirements, single largest completed contract, SLCC similar to the contract. Key personnel, minimum work experience requirements should be satisfied. Availability and commitment of major construction equipment. Failure of the prospective bidder to state a complete technical description of the pledged equipment and the specific bidder's location whether owned, leased, or under purchase agreement, shall result in bidder's automatic post-disqualification for award of contract and forfeiture of its bid security per DO 58 series of 2012. Performance in ongoing government and private contracts. Negative slippage of at least 15% in any one project, or negative slippage of at least 10% in each of two or more contracts. Failure of the contractor to commence repair work and complete ongoing contracts in the prescribed date after receipt of the notice of defects and deficiencies. Failure of the contractor to commence repair works on contract with pending certificate of acceptance in the prescribed date after the receipt of notice of defects and failures. Substandard quality of works or unsatisfactory performance per contract term and conditions at the time of inspection. Liquidated damages currently imposed on the contractor. D127 series of 2018. Strict application of RA 9184 and the conduct of post-qualification of bidders with delayed ongoing contracts with the DPWH. Authenticity and correctness of bid security. For financial requirements shall include audited financial statement, especially current assets and liabilities, up-to-date value of all outstanding or uncompleted works under ongoing and awarded contracts, updated NFCC versus ABC. Notes on personnel and requirements of the project. If a proposed key technical personnel is an employee of the bidder and working on another project at the same time of the bidding, the bidder shall submit a certification that first, the personnel will be paid off in ongoing project once the bidder is awarded the contract, and second, he or she will be replaced with another person with equal or better qualifications as certified by the head of the implementing office. The bidder may propose a key technical personnel who is not its employee, provided that the said personnel is required to submit a certification that he or she will work for the bidder if it is awarded the contract under bidding. This certification shall be included in the first envelope of the sealed bid. Also to be verified during post-qualification is the set of equipment pledged by the bidder. The bidder should specify in the submitted bid the location of the equipment where they can be inspected. If any equipment is not in the specified location, then the bidder shall be post-disqualified. The contract of award. The contract shall be awarded to the bidder as bid has been determined to be the lowest calculated and responsive bid as a result of the detailed evaluation and post-qualification conducted. The successful bidder shall be notified through the issuance of notice of award within the bid validity period that must be confirmed by the successful bidder in writing within 10 days upon receipt thereof in accordance with Section 37.2.2 of the 2016 revised IRR of RA 9184. Common reasons for rejection of bids and eligibility and post-disqualification of bidder. Failure to submit original copy of the surety bond certified by the Insurance Commission indicating the name of the project, the procuring entity, and name of contractor. Shorter bid validity and bid security validity period. Overlapping of pledged equipment and committed key technical personnel, and failure to indicate the validity of bid in the bid form. Late submission of bid, failure to submit supporting documents, for example, certification of availability of equipment, negative slippage in the ongoing projects, negative 15% or more, or negative 10% in each of two or more projects, unsatisfactory CPS rating, incomplete pages of bid documents, either for technical or financial, authority of the signatory to sign on behalf of the bidder. For single proprietor, the signatory should be the owner or proprietor only. For corporation or cooperative, board secretary certificate and board resolution. For joint venture resolution or agreement. And for partnership, as indicated in the articles of partnership. That's all, sir.
Thank you, Engineer Barrera. To further elaborate and discuss the project's technical components. For the first two projects, may I call on you think it will be third project that will be discussed by the subject.
For the technical component and aspects of the project, we have contract ID number 24AI0057, contract name, construction of flood mitigation structure along Sinucalan River, Barangay San Jose, Urdaneta City, Pangasinan. For the scope of work and item description, construction of redevelopment, approved budget for the contract is 49 million pesos. For the contract duration, 201 calendar days. For the second project,
Contract ID number 24AI0058. Contract name, construction of flood mitigation structure along Tagamusing on Allied River, Barangay Sumabnit, Binalonan, Pangasinan. The scope of work and item description, construction of revetment. Approved budget for the contract is 49 million pesos. For the contract duration is 201 calendar days.
For the third project, basic contract data, contract ID number 24AI0059. Contract name, construction of flood control, flood mitigation structure along Tagamusing and Allied River, Barangay Santa Maria, Binalonan, Pangasinan. Scope of work, construction of revetment. Approved budget from contract ABC is 49 million pesos. Contract duration is 201 calendar days. Prepaid uh, receipt and opening of bids. January 15, 2024, 9:30 AM at DPW's conference room, Tumana, Rosales, Pangasinan. DPW's e-bid portal, electronic bid _ Pangasinan 3rd at dpws.gov.ph. YouTube account, www.youtube.com/DPW's Pangasinan 3rd DEO.
Thank you to our prospective bidders, to my fellow back and TW team members, the more any issues and concern, the clarifications. The motion of Engineer David Palaganas and duly seconded by Engineer Raymond Jones, and no objection by Engineer Arabian Tama. I hereby declare this private conference adjourned. Thank you.